Hi, everybody. My name is Dan Gogler. I just want to introduce myself. I'm actually in Ohio. I work at a district called Norton City Schools. Actually, Kevin Leimeister, one of the other guys in this class, I actually work along with him. My current position right now is 8th grade. I teach both science and social studies currently. Some of the other things I do in terms of leadership or other roles I play at the school, I am involved in the Washington, D.C. trip that we take with the 8th graders. I am actually one of the leaders of that trip and make some of the decisions regarding that. I am also the curriculum chair person for social studies, and that's for our whole entire middle school. So that's 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. I just kind of honestly do a lot of the delegating of what we're going to do when it comes to decision for social studies. If we're adopting new policies, if we're basically looking at new curriculum, I'm involved in a lot of those decisions when that comes around. When we do professional development, I help with that a little bit too as chairperson. When I was going through this project, I found it kind of interesting. The first question was who's played a major role in my life, and I think the people that have the biggest influence on me are honestly my parents. A lot of their basically influence on their direction got me to where I was. A lot of their push, even though I didn't always like it, kept me going, and kept me pushing forward and eventually kind of figuring out what I wanted to do, which was be a teacher and getting there. So I'd say they played the biggest impact on me getting me where I am today. And they still play a big impact on me. I still respect a lot of their, opinions, and I still ask them, at times for their input. I don't always go with it because at this point, I'm older, I've got my own say, but I respect them and I do value their input still even to today. So I feel like they're the biggest influence on me. When I went through part one and I did the personality test, honestly, a lot of it was about what I expected. As you can see down here at the bottom, I put it up on the screen for you. My two highest ones are introversion and emotional stability. I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I talk to pretty much everybody. I feel like I get along with groups really well. You can put me in a lot of settings, I feel like, and I'm probably going to be okay. Um, I don't feel like I have a hard time getting along with people at all. The one that really surprised me in this was the agreeableness. As you can see down there, 21 percentile. That kind of surprised me. Um, I feel like I'm more agreeable. Maybe my wife would say 21 percentile is correct. I don't know, but I feel like I get along with a lot of people and I'm pretty laid back. So that one really surprised me as low as it was. The last two, in terms of conscientiousness and intellect, imagination, lower. I feel like that was pretty spot on. I feel I'm pretty disorganized. At times I feel like even though I can be creative. Sometimes I start something and I don't necessarily follow through all the way on it, unfortunately. So I feel like those two areas were pretty spot on for the personality test. It was really just that agreeableness that I felt like was way off base. In terms of my leadership style, I thought it was interesting going through it. A lot of them, I don't consider myself a super strong leader, so it's kind of interesting to go through those and see which ones I felt like best fit me. I felt democratic. Leadership definitely fits me. I like kind of letting everybody be involved, everybody have a decision there. I think that's part of that laid back nature. Is I'd rather just have it be a group decision. I'd rather everybody be involved in it, kind of give them certain, buy-in into the task, and then it be kind of a group outcome. I think that that goes along well with a lot of my. I think the fact that my agreeableness is so low on the personality trait, that's why I feel like it was kind of wrong because I feel like Democratic fits that agreeableness. So that's why I felt like it was a little bit off. The second one was situational leadership, which I feel like I'm a pretty adaptable guy. Once again, I'm pretty laid back, but I feel like you put me in different types of situations, I'm going to react differently. For example, I'm part of a team at school, and I kind of sit back more and allow a lot of our very strong leaders in our team take a lot of the charge there. At times, if it's a creative thing or if it's something where somebody needs to speak or somebody needs to be goofy or somebody needs to be the guy who basically gets up in front of the whole school in an assembly. Maybe I take that role because it fits me. But other times I kind of sit back and let them take, the authoritative decisions and kind of make those calls if they want it. But in my classroom, on the other hand, I am totally, the this is what we're doing. I can obviously delegate. I can direct more. So I feel like out of the two theories, this is the one that fits me the best because depending on whether you put me in, teacher mode, team mode, or at church, I help out sometimes in different roles and volunteer in different roles, and I have some leadership there that I have to be in charge of certain groups. I feel like I'm different depending on who it is. So I definitely think that is the most matching out of the two styles for me for sure. Once again, this was an interesting project. I thought I kind of learned a lot about myself. Um, Obviously, going through it, some of it was confirmed by the personality test. Some of it I was a little surprised by. But I thought it was a neat project. So I look forward to learning with you guys, and hopefully you look forward to learning with me, and looking forward to the class in general. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.